It's the Seven Podcast Show. It's the Seven Podcast Show. Tell yourself, enjoy our hand. It's the Seven Podcast Show. It's the Seven Podcast Show. It's the Seven Podcast Show. Tell yourself, enjoy our hand. It's the Seven Podcast Show. Seven Podcast Show.
It's cool that I get to do both things this morning. Both things mean I get to go to tennis to watch my kids play, and I get to do the show. I thought I was going to have to miss tennis. Last night I was with my kid. I was laying on the couch. We were in a giant pile, and we were watching the Tyson Fury Usyk boxing match. And my boy Joseph goes, "Are you taking us to tennis tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Yeah, rained out. Yeah." I mean, I don't know if it rained out, but definitely rain delay. It got pushed to 11 a.m. And I was like, "Dude, I got a podcast in the morning." And he's like, "Oh, I really want you to come to tennis." I'm like, "All right, I'll cancel the podcast." And then just now I went and looked, and it was got pushed to 11 a.m. So I get to hang out with you guys. I was so stoked. Excuse me. Man, it's dark outside today. I remember when I used to wake up and it would be light outside. How things have changed. Mike McCaskey, what's up, dude? Edging, hey. Jody, thanks for all your support, man. Jody, you're the best. Thank you. That was really cool yesterday, having Dave on. I wasn't able to keep up with the chat yesterday. I was only pulling the chats that paid money. They would pop up. But I didn't see anything negative in there. It was really cool. Man, Dave brought it yesterday, huh? I've been bugging him to come on, and I had been texting with Jenna, the chief marketing officer over there at CrossFit, to get Dave on. Normally, I don't do that. I usually just will ask Dave. And to be honest, it was kind of like I wanted him to come on, and I wanted to have him on, but I didn't want it to come on and then open him up to anyone thinking that the conversation was fake. Hey, Jenny, what's up, dude? Wow, Jenny, your last video is killing. Holy shit. 20 minutes of just fire. Good job. So I was thinking, man, I want to have him on, but I obviously don't want to. He's my friend, so I don't want to fuck him up. I don't want to do anything that's going to make shit harder for him. I mean, besides the fact that he's probably just going to get shit for coming on here. But then I also knew I needed to bring the heat. And, man, he took it last night. He took it. Yeah. I came at him with all sorts of curveballs. It got fucking intense in here a couple times. I don't know if that translated to the viewership. But once or twice, it got really intense in here. Not bad intense, but just intense. Yeah, it was cool. It was nuts. So he's a real one, that's for sure. There's so few people that can do that. Oh, it did translate. Okay, I couldn't tell. But at one point, I actually was like, "Oh shit, it's getting fucking gnarly." I could feel it from him, he was giving off heat. So I'm glad. I feel like that's a, you know what I mean? Dave came out of the closet. He's gay. We all know it. We can move forward. You know what I mean? At least that's how I feel. Broke the, you know what I mean? Broke the cherry. Honeymoon night. Probably how it was for James Sprague. You know what I mean? They waited before they had sex, and then once they did, it's broken. Now it's on. 850 plus. Oh, we're on the podcast. Oh, you mean simultaneously? It's weird. Usually I try to really I watch that stuff and I watch the comments, but I was just locked in last night. And no David Weed. What a fucking God or the devil must have gave him busy work last night. Having Dave on your team is a good feeling. God, it's weird. It's weird you say that because yeah, I mean you're right. Yeah, you're right. He's cool. He's really cool. And normally he just comes in and leaves. You know what I mean? We don't usually shoot the shit at all. Like literally, he'll just walk in, we do it. He'll say hi to my kids, have a little small talk with them, talk to my wife, give her a gift, and then leave. That's like his but yesterday he actually hung out. I cut him a persimmon. We hung out. It was cool. It was good. I liked it. I asked him yesterday too. I said, "Hey, does your wife watch these?" He said, "Yes." And then I said, "Does she give you feedback or talk to you about it?" He goes, "She just says good job." That was it. Hypothetically, if TDC moved towns, would you follow him? No. Listen, don't make it weird. I'm telling you, I live the dream where I'm at. So tennis got moved to 11. My wife's telling me we have to leave at the latest at 9:30. I think Caleb will be here at some point. He flew from Florida, I want to say to Oklahoma. Is that where Caleb lives or Nebraska? He lives right down the street. He lives close, like less than 20 miles. But we're out in the there's Caleb. There's Caleb. We're out in the country. So it's like it's like 11 miles down the street from me is Greg, or 7 miles. I think it's probably more like 7. I always say it's 11, but I think it's more like 7. Like Greg's like 11 miles down the road, and then Dave's another 11 miles down the road past that, or 7 and 7. Yeah, Caleb, where do you live? Where are you? Oklahoma? I think Caleb's internet, I can see him, but he just hasn't come on yet. I think his internet's all fucked up. Oh, Nebraska. There you go. Bam. Hey, did you see, you didn't tell me you were doing voiceovers for cartoons. No, it's horrible. You didn't tell me you were doing voiceovers for cartoons. When did you start that? Oh, you're
Oh, really? I am?
Yeah. You don't have to deny it, dude. I'm not
So
judging you.
Recently, I guess.
Yeah. I really like this one. Can I play this one for you? This one was really good. How much did you get paid for this one? Listen to this one.
I heard there's a song about me. Why don't you put it on? I'm curious to hear it.
I don't think you're going to want to hear it.
Max, just put it on. Put the song on.
It's not very nice.
Max.
Are you sure?
Put it on.
Okay.
I can't fucking believe it.
Oh my God.
Can you hear? Hey, you got
sounds exactly like me, actually.
Yeah, you gotta play that for your wife, dude. I'm dying. I know his connection's worse than Hebner's.
Is it bad? Is it getting better?
It is actually getting a little better.
Okay, I was not currently though.
Yeah. What it was almost like you were there as a photojournalist. That picture was crazy. What was going on there? It was like some guy. Was he getting her phone number?
I have no idea. I didn't get a chance to ask him, but yeah. So that place is like pretty notorious for like you go there after you finish something, and then, but it's like so defunct. Like nobody. The strippers don't strip, the bartenders don't bartend. You're just there to play pool.
But there was a chick sitting on the counter naked. I'm just talking to an old guy.
Yeah,
Did you think her tits were nice?
Let me go back and look. I can't.
I thought they were marvelous. So when you say strip, they're just naked already. They don't dance and shit. They just kind of like walk around.
100%. That's exactly what happens. Some of them
Hey,
don't even come out. Like sometimes they'll just pop out of the back and they'll just be like, peep their head out, and then they'll just go back inside. Like they just don't show up.
That bar you were in looked like it was like a bar you'd find that had been closed down for like 30 years, but you just like walk into it. You know what I mean? It looked like it didn't even look like it was open, or looked like it was closed, but that it was open. That was during business hours.
Yeah, that was open. I mean, we were there till 2 a.m. and like it doesn't look like anybody goes there. Like it honestly, if you drove up to it, you'd think it was like an abandoned bar.
Yeah, that's what it looks like
just
inside.
the fact that it has, you have like stacks of paperwork behind the counter, and then just like maybe a couple bottles of booze, and then like a beer fridge.
I can see the bar now. It's just like one bottle. You're like, I'll have some whiskey. They take from the same bottle. I'll have some tequila. They take from the same bottle. Just like one bottle.
That's exactly what it felt like, dude. It was so bizarre.
Hey, what's up with your connection?
Yeah. Been to like a total of 2 strip clubs. I don't know. Let me come back out. I'll try to get a new connection. Just
okay, or maybe move to a different location in the house. Is that your parents' house?
Yeah, in my parents' house.
They don't use the internet? They still get a paper delivered to them?
Yeah, both of that.
Are you near the you're just right down the road from the Shadican, right?
Yeah, I am.
I saw the weirdest video, you guys. I saw this video that John Woolley made on Instagram where Denise basically says to him, "Hey, dude, that wasn't cool that you called Dave Castro an asshole." And then he says, "I didn't call Dave Castro an asshole. There's Denise and the Sevon podcast lying again. This is what I actually said." And then he calls Dave Castro an asshole. It's so he's so fucking bizarre. It really fucking trips me out. It's like when he clearly, whether he meant it or not, he was trying to sick Don Fall on Chase to get him fired, but denies it. And then he says, we don't have to do the programming of some a-hole in California. And he says he's not talking about Dave. It's like, dude, he actually shows the video and then says, see, Denise was lying. And then there's like 100 comments in there, like basically saying, yeah, Denise was lying. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? If you say something like, I don't need to do workouts or whatever he said, I don't remember the exact words, but I don't need to do the workouts. It doesn't matter if they were programmed by some a-hole in California, and you're talking about the Open, and Dave's the only one that's programmed the Open, and he lives in California for the last 18 years. I'm more than willing to admit that we had to do some detective work and jump to some conclusions, but to say you weren't talking about Dave is fucking nuts. Why didn't you say some a-hole in Florida? Or why didn't you say some beautiful guy who I'm really upset at because he blocked me in Florida, in California? He's a trip. And then, the Richie comments are just pouring in everywhere. And so many people are upset because Greg didn't know Lazar's name or the right country he's from. I have to tell you with all due respect, I can't imagine Greg giving a fuck what anyone's name is. I don't think I give a fuck what anyone's name is other than the practicality of it. Not knowing someone's name, think of all the people that died and having to learn all their names. And then some people are like, I hope when you die, no one remembers you. Like that's something bad. Yeah, I hope when I die, no one remembers me too. I'm not even on the same planet with these people. These people have made up stories. I learned very early in life that you shouldn't play the respect or disrespect game. You should try to avoid it at all costs. You should be more worried about getting what you want. But what's so trippy to me is he actually plays the video that shows Denise was right, but then says, "See, I didn't say it," and I'm just like, and then there's 100 comments in there. Then there's 100 comments in there saying that she made it up. It's a bizarre. We live in a bizarro fucking world. You're right. You never denied it. You pivoted the conversation. You're right. You brought that up as the argument, and then you pivoted to something else. I don't even know if this is really him. Who the fuck knows? And then people are like, then there's comments in there like, I don't know why Sevy's so obsessed with you, John Woolley. Jesus criminy. You should see the big poster I have of him on my wall. I fucked my shoulder up again a little bit yesterday. I hadn't done overhead squats and snatches in a while. And I did a 125-pound snatch, and then this morning I woke up and my something's up with my shoulder. Do you ever get that thing in the morning where you ever get that thing in the middle of the night where your shoulder hurts so bad you can't even just like lift your hand up? I used to have that a couple of years ago, and I don't have that anymore. I forgot that I had that. And then this morning I went to go, like, I don't know, touch my head or something. I'm like, oh fuck, my shoulder's fucked up. Sevy pivots. I think conflates would have been a better word. It's not really a throbbing. Yeah, maybe an impingement. Yeah, exactly. So you're saying I'm not a liar now, Wooly? I know. It's such a it's bizarre. It's bizarro world. You know what it is? You know what it is? Did you see his comment about the safety team? He does it there too. He's like, he's always playing it safe. It's like he just can't say anything. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if it's from being a bank teller or what. But oh, that's a nice connection, Caleb.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's like he's criticizing the people. He's criticizing the people on the board as not being independent. But then he's also like, I'm sure they're nice people. It's like he's just always playing both sides. He can't just say anything. If Woolley would have been the first man on the moon, he wouldn't have stuck the flag in the moon. He just would have laid it down.
Wow. You think so? Well, I don't. The moon's just a really nice round rock, and I don't want to stab anything into it. Nobody's been here forever.
Yeah. Sevy, I'm impressed. You can snatch 125. The average CrossFitter knows that is better than average.
You know you snatched 135, right?
I did?
Yeah. Isn't that the video you sent?
Yeah.
135.
Oh, that's 135?
Yeah. It was 25 and 2 sets of 10s, right?
No. I think it's a 15 and 2 10s.
Oh.
Maybe I can send it to you and you can pull it up if anyone wants to see it.
Let's see.
Oh, do you have it already?
Yeah, I do.
I weighed 163 this morning or 162 or something. My body's totally changing just from eating steaks and persimmons.
Yeah, you feel good? Are you shitting your brains out yet?
God bless John Woolley. No, my poops and everything are all normal.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Ready?
Yeah. Or maybe it's 215. Maybe it's 2 15s and a 10. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever it was, I'm pretty sure it was 125. I did the math like 12 times. Is this it?
Yep.
It's a little embarrassing. I thought I was moving so fast. I thought I was just like flying. I was like, fuck, I should enter the Olympics.
You get under the bar really well.
And then I tried 135 and it felt like it was just like I put 5 pounds on each side and it was just like I couldn't even believe it.
Like it was how much heavier it was.
Holy fuck.
Dude, look at that position. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
my butt and knees are doing something weird.
You're probably a little bit too far out.
Yeah.
But I mean, your overhead position looks good.
Yeah, I feel it's a little goofy.
Nice, dude. It's good.
So, what do you mean barefoot? Does it? You're supposed to snatch in bare feet, right?
You're supposed to do everything barefoot. All of it. Walk around, grocery shopping, you know?
Yeah. Strip clubs.
Strip clubs.
Anyway, so then after that, I stripped it down to 95 pounds. Oh, so I stripped it down to 95 pounds. And then I did, I was just like, okay, I'm going to do a 95-pound snatch and then just an overhead squat on the minute, you know, for like 20 minutes. And I got like 10 minutes into that. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I feel something in my lower back. And then this morning, my shoulder's fucked up. I don't know how much. I don't know what's going to happen. I am really excited about just eating steak and persimmons, though. It's crazy. I don't know what's going to. I'm going to run out of persimmons in the next 2 weeks. I bet. I'm going to have to switch to a different fruit.
Don't you just grow those?
I do that, but I'm going to run out of them.
Really?
I mean,
wow.
Because there's just a season to picking the fruit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Ryan, hi. Sevi, your hips got to get back a bit. It looks back. I don't know what that means, but thank you. P.S. I went off on Craig Ritchie in the comments because so many people were so faggy. It was insane.
Just hey. So faggy is great.
I want you guys to know that I fact checked this, and this is 100% not true. I just want you to know that. It says fully vaccinated Fox host, news doctor Kelly Powers, Fox News doctor Kelly Powers, who survived on-air heart attack, dies from turbo cancer. So in July of 2020, this chick had a meltdown live on the air. She was talking about heart conditions, and her ticker started giving out.
Yeah.
And then recently she died from cancer, brain cancer. And I just want you to know that I Googled, did Kelly Powers die from the COVID vaccine giving her cancer? And all the fact checkers assured me that the COVID shot does not induce cancer.
Really?
Yeah. So you're good to go.
They know that, huh?
Yeah. Don't believe this shit.
Yeah. They know everything. They tested everything on everybody.
Yeah.
So don't worry, it's all good.
Yeah. I have a vibrating ball I shove in my shoulders for shoulder recovery, front and back. Wow, God, I'm having like deja vu. I feel like you've told me that before, like years ago. Did you?
It's just the generic shtick that CrossFit coaches give you. Just take a lacrosse ball and smash it, and you'll feel better.
I'll wait till Chase calls me. Last time I was having some leg issues, Chase called me like at 10 o'clock at night, and we FaceTimed, and he took me into the garage, and he had me roll a barbell on my leg, and I was all good to go.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Miracle worker.
Yeah, totally. I wonder if I wonder what the people at HQ thought about that interview with Dave.
Really? What do you
like? I wonder if I wonder if he said anything that, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you weren't supposed to say that, or
oh man, I don't know. I felt like he held it pretty close to the chest.
Yeah. How about when I said that the games were going to be in Albany?
That was he got a little uncomfortable about that, I think.
Sebi, your super anus probably took a beating. How did you know?
Yes.
my super anus took a beating.
It's because
from all
Dave
the
was
snatch-
around.
from all the snatch last night. You should recover in a few days, if not aggravated again. All right. Yeah, Dave killed, dude. He killed. I did not go easy on him. Even when he said pivot, I felt like I wanted to stand. I just did not want anyone to say that was bullshit. That was a corporate.
Yeah.
And I just did not want anyone to say that.
Well,
Well,
you gotta at least
people
try
are
it.
gonna say that, but I don't care now.
Yeah. You had to at least try a bunch of different angles.
I
That's
told
what
him
I appreciated about that.
I told him I was going to send him the questions beforehand.
Did you?
No.
I mean, generally, you kind of know, like, okay, what is he? You know what you're gonna ask him, and he would know that too.
He's good at not answering questions he doesn't want to answer. He thinks they're going to be inappropriate.
Yeah,
and
he did that.
And I pushed the podcast 15 minutes already. He stopped to get a cup of coffee on the way, and he texted. He said, "Sorry, I got a little delayed." And he's never late. And so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to go live, and then he can walk in while I'm doing it. That way, like we won't have talked at all.
Yeah,
it'll be just completely spontaneous."
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Brian Friend and the other turd cutter probably shitting their pants about the questions and answers about themselves.
That whole cohort's probably.
I forgot to mention Halpin. I should have thrown Halpin in there too.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a nice little. That would have been nice. I'm sure he's probably already aware of it, but
he did good. He did good. He handled the Carolyn Lambre thing with such tact.
Yeah, he did. I'm glad that it was very interesting to hear his answer on all that.
Yeah,
I think he was like being respectful about it, but he was like, "Hey, the affiliates do everything."
Yeah, but he was like he was a true what's the word I'm looking for? Like it was clear he doesn't want to make things more divisive.
Right.
You know, like he could have been like, "What is she fucking retarded?" But he was like, "I would like to talk to her more."
Yeah, you think he's gonna call her up later?
No, probably not. I'll be honest with you, he's probably forgotten already.
Oh, okay.
But he could have been like, "Hey, I was gonna bring it. I had a clip queued up of Matt Chan and Jason Khalipa talking about CrossFitting. You know what's crazy? So, I'm just gonna use this example. I remember when Greg gave a lecture one time on CrossFit, and he was like, "Hey, if you're training for wrestling, instead of burpees, you could do shoots for single legs and double legs. You know how you can do that and just mimic that, and you could fill that in with burpees. And there's things that you could supplement in, still use the CrossFit methodology, but change the movements to whatever sport you're doing." And Matt Chan was talking about how if maybe CrossFit's imperfect and it's not a complete training system because blah, blah, blah. And then Tanner Shuck says the same thing, you know, it's not perfect. They should really just do blah, blah, blah. And what's crazy is for Tanner, my takeaway is he thinks it's more important for people to get stronger. And Matt Chan thinks it's more important for people to run further and longer. And I don't have an issue with either of those, but it's not that CrossFit's wrong. It's just that it's malleable, and you can lean your training to different areas, and that's all covered in the level 1.
Right.
And so you don't have to like shit on CrossFit, even if it's a little bit, or you can just be like, "Hey, what I've done is I've modified my CrossFit training because I like to run more and I like to, you know, go out on 20-mile runs and 50-mile bike rides. I've tailored it more to blah, blah, blah." You know,
right.
You don't have to say that it's incomplete or that it's wrong or it shouldn't be done. It's like the baseline for the best GPP.
That's right. That's why it is the best training methodology, is because you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
You can make it a 45-minute EMOM every other fucking day, or you can make it like Fran type training like you can do whatever you want. That's why you have UFC fighters and boxers and like triathletes and all those other people training CrossFit. Like you look at all of the like NCAA athletes. I mean, we do it. Like the military does it. We do CrossFit. We most of the time we don't call it that, but like we're doing GPP. Like I'm going to carry sandbags. I'm going to put on a weight vest and go ruck for a while. Like I'm going to do burpees, burpee broad jumps. I'm going to do pull-ups and like all that shit.
Or even Dave, right? He didn't want. He was tired of losing to his daughter. She runs track and cross country, so he upped his running.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah, just change your dosing for different time domains and modalities.
Right. Just start doing 400-meter sprints or something.
I just feel like it could be done without. There's just this subtle like dig at CrossFit, and it's like you can say what you want to say without doing that.
Right.
I really hope this is a joke. What I'm about to show you. I really hope this is a joke. I did not fact check this to see if Iceland actually did this.
1,000 women went on strike today in Iceland to demand gender equality. The entire population is 370,000. So over 25% of the population went on strike. And I have some crazy news for you. The economy did not come to a stop, and it continued as normal. The only memo I got was that HR departments were getting no complaints for the 24 hours that the women were on strike.
I do believe that. I do.
Yeah.
I do 100% believe that.
Absolutely, dude.
You have 317,000 or 377,000 people in your country, and 100,000 women did a gender equality thing.
Yeah, and then what? Everybody else went to work, dude.
Why don't you just go in your fucking house and just yell at your husband if you think something's wrong? What the fuck are you guys doing?
That's fucking crazy.
And men were writing that they were really sorry women didn't get gender equality, but I heard one CEO said it was nice to finally get some shit done, end quote. 100,000 women.
This shit is so weird.
Jesus, that's amazing.
They're all sisters. They're all because they're all.
Oh well, yeah, they're all related.
Yeah. When I see somewhere like Iceland doing that, I feel like, are you just doing that because the rest of the world is doing that? Like, what are you guys doing there? Like, what, like,
how do you guys have time for that? Aren't you guys like battling the Arctic cold or something?
Yeah, or working out.
Yeah, don't you guys have shit to do?
Yeah, like what's going on over there? Like I could see that in Saudi Arabia or one of the Arab countries.
Oh yeah.
100,000 women getting together and pulling their burqa off.
That's right. Yeah, in the town square. And they're just like that one chick that was in Qatar or whatever. She like just started walking around naked.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think so. She just started like
did she get
parading herself. No, she didn't. She like they just let her do it, and then I think that she got arrested, but they didn't do anything. They were just like, well, whatever.
What if I type in naked Qatar lady? Naked's going hard. Bare-breasted standing liberty in Qatar. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
She had her right breast exposed.
Just the right one?
Please tell me there's a picture. Of course not. God damn it. Damn. All right.
Yeah, it's wild.
To be honest, I'd rather only work with men too. I would love to see that stat, the HR stat.
The drop in complaints.
Yeah. I
like
say
how many do you think they get a day? Like 15, 20 a day?
Where?
Like, I guess
like at a big business?
Yeah.
I think, and I say this with complete accountability for being prejudice. I guarantee you that it is women and then gay men are a close second. Probably proportionately, it's gay men or even before women. You know what I mean? Because there's like if your company has 100 women, let's say your company has 1,000 employees and 500 are women, and it's only 20 gay men. All 20 of those gay men have made an HR complaint.
Yeah, about each other.
Yeah, and only 25% of the women. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And I bet it's also. I bet you also black women are high too. Whereas I bet you black men are not high.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I used to have this clip. I don't remember where it went. I wish I could pull it up. But there was a black woman who was a police captain, and she said she will not hire any more black females in the police department. And she said there's too much drama that comes with them. Yeah, she just said it publicly.
What?
Yeah, I wonder if I just type in a black police. Yeah, she was a police chief. Black
dude.
police chief won't hire black women. Suspended chief admits to not wanting to hire minorities. Yeah, there it is. Chief Beverly Banks says she will never hire black or Hispanic female officers.
She got suspended for that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was in June of this year.
Who decides that she gets suspended for that?
Because of the drama that comes with them.
Yeah,
That's disgusting. That disgusts me.
How dare she?
Dude.
Hire them all.
The recording of Virginia police chief didn't want to hire minority female cops because of attitude. You know, it's funny. The article doesn't even mention that she was a black woman.
Then okay, so you just make the presupposition that she's a white woman. She's like, yeah, I just can't work with black women anymore.
Look at here. I'll show you.
Too much drama.
I'll show you a picture of her. She's like real black too. She's not like that guy that was on the Kill Taylor show, fake black, Jace.
Oh yeah, that dude was like Brian Ortega. If Brian Ortega was fucking yoked,
that dude should be a model. You know, that's one of the. I don't ever remember anyone who's been on Kill Taylor who's ever DM'd me afterwards and said, "Hey, thanks for having me on the show."
Yeah, because they were probably all fucking mad because we just shit on him for 20 minutes.
We shit on him. We fucking kicked him off the show, and he still said thank you.
Oh, maybe he's a masochist.
I'm at the point I don't want to hire black women no more.
No more.
Banks can be heard saying to the group, "I'm to that point. I ain't got no white women beating down my door to come in and work. I wish they would, because I don't have these problems."
Damn, look at that 5-head.
I don't have no Hispanic women. Hell, I don't want them neither, because you know what comes in with it? A whole lot of fucking attitude, and I don't want it. I'm the only one with an attitude in this place. Me. Yeah, respect. Hey,
holy shit, dude.
Same thing. These people aren't black. These people are white, but it's the same fucking kooks that are like, Greg didn't know Lazar's name. He didn't know what country he's from. There's a fucking 100 people who like want him to fucking die, like want his firstborn child to die because he didn't fucking know Lazar's name. It's like, wow, what? Yeah, what world are you living in where that matters?
Jesus, dude. But I knew him. He texted me one time.
Brian Friend did a podcast with these two people. I've only seen clips and reels and shit. But I think the title of the article is like, the podcast is like, hey, we're going to talk about our experience with Lazar. But really just the whole thing is about Brian.
Oh, really?
Me.
I never would have guessed.
Francisco's new body image expert for the health department, Virgie Tovar, just announced that asking for a smaller piece of cake at a party is a form of oppression for fat people. Now, at first I thought saying that it's unacceptable
Crazy echo.
how big of a slice of cake someone else gets. And I would agree with her, but no, she says that it's oppressive for you to pick a smaller piece of cake because, in her words,
the idea that you can position yourself as superior to others through self-control and self-denial is super sexist.
Now I'm all for people.
Okay. Okay, so there's a few things there. If someone offers you a piece of cake and you ask for a smaller piece for whatever reason, you're not hungry, you don't want the sugar, you want other people to leave more for other people, whatever your reason is, you think you're superior, that's fine too. If by showing off your discipline, there's nothing wrong with showing off, it's cool. But to jump that it's sexist, that's the part. Like, I don't even know how the fuck did someone makes I could totally see that, right? I'm not going to eat in front of these people because I'm more superior than them. Okay, fine. Yeah,
right.
And plus, what do I care?
That's a cool game to play.
yeah, I'm happy for you that you feel superior. Feel away, but can you even intellectually make any leap that makes it sexist?
No, I can't even reason that. Like you know how sometimes you can just play the other, you can just have
Yes.
the other argument.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
do that with that. Like I can't find enough. Like
like a black
No.
guy's walking towards you and you cross the street, you can be like, yeah, I could see why he would have some sort of pathology that would make him think that you did it because you're racist. I can make the leaps.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But if someone offered your wife a piece of cake at a party and your wife said, is there a smaller piece? My mom almost always says that.
Oh, it's like okay.
And then someone's like, your mom's racist. You'd be like, or sexist. You'd be like, what?
It's because it's the whole like you're diminishing women thing. Like, oh, she feels like she needs to be diminished so she has to request another a smaller piece of cake.
Because she doesn't deserve that because she's a woman.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it is. That's the leap.
Wow. I almost wish you didn't tell me that.
People loving the way they look, no matter their shape or size, but I feel like this message has gone so far that it's skinny shaming. Isn't the whole message of body positivity about not judging people based on the way they look or the things that they eat? It is just baffling to me.
Look how huge that chick's tits are.
Dude, I could take my fucking pinchers, my hands, and just grab her fucking jowls and just like.
She doesn't even look real, right?
No, that looks like AI, dude.
Like a caricature.
That echo's really bad, body.
What?
The echo's really bad, by the way.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can fix that. God, yesterday, Roadcaster chat. What if I do that? Okay, how about now?
Body image expert for the official health department is choosing to push the message on their platform that eating a smaller piece of cake is oppressive, because that is ridiculous. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure to follow if you want us to up to date with the latest news.
She's gone viral. She's everywhere now, this chick. She's all up in my oh, sorry. Is it too loud? I don't know what's going on.
No, it was better when you fixed it, after you fixed it.
Two-hand eater. Yeah, for sure. She looks like George Lopez.
George Lopez put on 100 pounds.
She doesn't have sex. But in the interview I watched an interview that she's in, and she has like she's wearing the lowest cut fucking outfit, and she's showing like 6 inches of cleavage. So I think she wants to be seen.
That's probably only a third of it too.
Yeah, she has 18 inches of cleavage.
That shit just rolls all the way down to.
Oh, I have it here. Here it is. Here's the video of her giant hammers. Her name's Stacy Tovar.
No way.
No,
is it actually
Virgie Tovar?
Oh my God.
She's Stacy Tovar. She's the czar for San Francisco Health Department.
What does that even mean?
Section. Really, what is your definition of health?
Yeah, that's really cool. I think I want to talk about that question, but I want to start by saying that, no one has to be healthy. No, right? Like, I mean, it's like,
what does that mean?
Like, yeah, like I agree. Like that's the T. Like that's it. That's the word. That's good. That's a good word.
So the guy with the pink computer and I agree. No one has to be healthy. I agree.
That dude has so much fucking Botox in his face. It's insane.
Yeah, something's weird, right? Oh, wow.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, or is that makeup? Wow, that face is trippy. He looks like an avatar.
Yeah. His nose is fucking huge, too. It's just like...
Kenneth DeLapp, I wonder what her wizard sleeves look like.
Probably droop as long as her cleavage does.
No, like there is no governing body that's like out there putting, you know what I mean? It's like no one owes anybody that in either the traditional sense of the word or any other more innovative or, more politicized, maybe even version of that word. So I think it's important to say like, and I want
trying to get a good look at her hammers. There it is.
There it is. Oh my fucking God, dude.
So she's saying you don't have to be healthy.
Yeah, no, you don't.
God, she looks like a cartoon character. I wonder what she thinks about taking 2 seats on airplanes or requiring more, eating more and causing more disposal of plastic and shit like that. That's bad for the environment, right? Because she drinks like 35 big gulps a day and she eats stuff that's in plastic wrappers and shit.
That's the only thing she eats.
And then I wonder what just her impact on the environment and then on health resources, right? So she consumes way more resources in the health, with drugs and visits to the hospital and baby powder she has to put underneath her rolls and just shit like that. She's just a larger consumer of. I wonder what she thinks about that. I bet you she expect you don't have to be healthy, but I bet you she expects those resources and the availability of those things based on her unhealthy lifestyle. She's admitting she's unhealthy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd have to ask John Woolley what he thinks.
But she doesn't like the definition of healthy. But she is unhealthy, and she admits it.
And bring in intersectionality and say, look at the disabled community, right?
She drags disabled in here. This is crazy. I saw one of the games athletes, disabled adaptive games athletes, bringing that into. Hey, listen, you're not even close to the same.
Basically the same. We're one and the same. It's really difficult for us.
No one looks at a dwarf or a one-armed guy or a guy missing a leg the same who is a CrossFitter the same we do as someone who's 300 pounds overweight and claiming that it's their right to be unhealthy.
Nobody does that.
Yeah. No one's demanding you to look like anyone else. That's basically what she's saying. She says you have a right to be unhealthy, just like you have a right to be disabled.
That's right. Holy shit! Wow.
CK Kevin, she'll have an amputation soon.
Yikes, dude.
I think people with disabilities and activists within that space have consistently been saying, I'm never going to be your notion of healthy. That doesn't mean I don't get to be a full human. You get to
look
treat
at
me
just dragging down disabled people into the fat world. Hey, that's the same way the fucking trannies and pedos are doing to black people and gay people and lesbians. They just want to drag them down to their cause. Look, you're the same as us.
We're all the same.
We have the same issue.
We are all victims.
Obese category at the games. That would be awesome.
Holy shit, dude.
I would watch that.
Yeah, I would watch that too.
I would watch that. It would be, hey, it would be funny. It would be kind of like the gay games. You don't really know, someone could just be in there.
Oh, there's no there's no way to define it.
Yeah, what if James? It's the obese games and James Bragan's or enters. You're like, what? But you can't say anything because in his mind he's obese.
He's
got body
that's
dysmorphia.
Right. He identifies as it.
Oh, someone has to do the obese games.
Fuck, that's genius.
Downhill run. That would be amazing.
Just a ski hill, and you have to first one down to the bottom wins.
Shit.
Fuck, that would be funny.
The non-binary games would be crazy too. We have a few athletes that could enter that already. All the European men. Automatically qualified. Sorry, not you, Yellow Hosta. Sorry, not you.
Yeah, that's a man for sure.
But all the rest. Oh,
questionable.
Kind of way, right? And so I think that I love taking that principle within disability rights to fat activism and to understandings of fatness. So I want to start there, right? No matter what size you are.
She wants to make the presupposition that you disabled people will never be normal. Listen, you know what's crazy? She's comparing something that she has complete control over to something that someone has no control over. If you're missing an arm or a leg, or you're a fucking dwarf, or you have some neurological condition, you don't have any control over that.
Yeah, that's right.
But the fact
you're born with something.
But her disability is because she can't stop eating with 2 hands.
She was just born that way. It's a genetic disease, Her
Fat.
family, all of her family's fat, so she's just predisposed to being fat.
Fat activism.
Jesus.
Happy Sunday to all you dumb Americans.
Just chill guy, huh, David?
Back at you, buddy. Happy Sunday to all you pussies who flee your countries for third world shitholes to prey on fucking poor women.
Oh my God.
David has like 30 women on the hook that he says he'll marry so that they can get a green card.
They can all get a green card.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Did you see, speaking of which, did you see Lauren Khalil's story the other day?
No. Did she marry someone to get him in the country?
No, but she got a DM like just randomly and was like, "Hey, can you would you be willing to marry me so that I don't know, my visa's about to expire and I don't think I'll be able to re-up it. Would you be willing to marry me so that I can stay in the country?"
Jesus.
Yeah, they put that in her story. It's absolutely insane.
Now
that's the kind of shit that I want to see. That's crazy.
I'm guessing she's not down.
No, she doesn't even know the guy. Like that was like some random follower.
I had a relative. This is like 30 years ago. I can't remember if I think he married this woman so that she could get a green card.
Okay.
But then once she came here, he actually they tried to make it work. But it didn't work. It ended up not working.
You know, oh God, that would be so hard.
Just to fake it.
Yeah. I don't know. I imagine there's some people that make it. Like, look at all the fucking Vietnam vets that married Vietnamese women and brought them back.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a lot of them that are still together, but also you see a lot of them that are not. Like everybody that works at the base commissary, like the base grocery store, those are all Vietnam vet wives.
Oh,
they're all just Vietnamese women that bag groceries and take tips.
Oh,
it's actually kind of funny.
Are any of them fat?
No, none of them.
None of them, yeah.
And they're like probably 70, 80 years old, like pushing carts and like carrying groceries and like working.
Did you see her podcast with the Glintons? I watched like 10 minutes of it. I really want to watch the whole thing. I keep getting distracted.
She was on Glintons?
Yeah, recently.
Oh.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, I have to watch that.
Lauren shared she was offered into a threesome when she was a news reporter.
Oh my God. That's just so random. I don't even know these people.
I want to see video. Oh. Imagine a city hiring someone to advocate for being obese.
For what reason? What does that do?
Have you ever heard anyone say that you don't have the right to be fat? I've never even heard that. The fact that she's taking the stance, you have the right to be fat, or you have the right to be unhealthy. I'm using them as synonyms.
No, I've never heard that.
Poor San Francisco. Poor San Francisco.
What a shithole.
I want to see her boyfriend. You think her boyfriend's fat?
No, but he probably looks a lot like the guy that was interviewing her.
Ah, yes.
What's her name? Virgil Tovar?
Virgie
Tovar.
You really cleaned up your internet connection.
Thanks.
It's on the bus when you don't know the drive. You relax on the plane when you don't know the pilot. And you relax on the ship when you don't know the captain. So why don't you relax in life when you know that God is in control? Just keep that in mind. You relax on a bus when you don't know the drive. You relax on a plane when you don't know the pilot. And you relax on a ship when you don't know the captain. So why don't you relax in life when you know that God is in control? Just keep that in mind.
You know what my favorite part about that is? That someone sent that to me.
Really? But why?
Like if someone's sending you like porn, they think you're a pervert. You know what I mean? Like if you got a buddy, he's like, dude, I'm sending you this, or I'm sending you titty pics. So but if someone sends you that, they're like, oh, like he'll like this. So that means that's that person's impression of me, like that they knew that I would like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have one guy who will do both. He'll send me pictures. He'll send me like this one.
Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me?
No. You're the other one who does it.
I'm right here, Caleb. I'm right here. Okay, go ahead. He sends you what?
No, he doesn't. He'll do both. He'll like send. There's one specific chick. He'll send me her posts, and then there's another. But then he'll send me like, "You're doing great. I'm proud of you." Like shit like that. I'm like, thanks.
Hey, why are you home now? Are you on vacation, or are you in break, or did you finish something?
I'm on break. I did finish something, but not the whole thing. Yeah.
Was it worth celebrating? Like, did you take a test and you got past the hurdle?
Yeah, big hurdle. Yeah, it was like it's like I would say like the culminating, like the midpoint before it just kind of like goes down from there. Because I only have like
no
a couple
shit.
months left.
So you feel like you feel a little stress off your back.
Yeah, big stress off my back. Yeah.
What was the pass rate?
So everybody in our class passed it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kind of a big deal because I guess normally they lose 4 to 5 people on that test. I mean, we only have 12 guys in our class now, and so it was a really good pass rate for us. So the test is like it's like a bomb suit test, and you like put on the whole thing, and you have to like go down and do like a whole exercise basically. And so that was kind of cool.
So, and when you say exercise, you're not talking about pull-ups in the bomb suit. You're talking about like handling what you've been learning about dismantling things and working with things and moving things and disarming things.
Right. Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy. Is the rest of the class? Does everyone watch everyone go?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That part's kind of stressful because you're just like, you want to like prove to them that you are good enough to be there.
Yeah.
And so you have like, there's like this added pressure. Like obviously you have to perform for the test, like for the instructor.
Yeah.
But then also like you want to, like, this is the first time you're actually like in some sort of like real stress.
It's a mock situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is everyone's the same, or each of you get a different task?
All different.
So you can't even just piggyback off of what someone did. You're like, okay, that guy disarmed that thing wrong. Don't do that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you're all watching, and everybody has a different item, and you just kind of it's kind of stressful, but it was cool.
Anything funny? If you're wearing a bomb suit and you fall down, can you stand up on your own, or do you have to have someone has to help you up?
You ever like flipped a turtle upside down?
No, but I get the picture.
Yeah, it's like that. Like
holy shit.
There was a practice that we did, and you got like if you did something wrong, you were like dead, and they're like, all right, like you're dead right there. And so they like shove you down on your back, and you're like laying there. They're like, okay, now what? And then you just have to like roll yourself over, and it's a whole chore. It's kind of fun.
Oh, that reminds me of when here's a turtle going on its back.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's like, dude.
Is fucked up.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh man.
And then you try to like kick your leg and like roll yourself, or you're trying to anything, and then you just try to like flip over on your stomach, and then it's It's pretty brutal.
I told the story before, but Tyson Oldro, I had this Africa Twin. It's a fucking big fucking motorcycle. I don't know if you know what it looks like, but like I'm not even close to being able to put my feet on the ground. Every time I get on and off the bike, it was just like hairball. It's massive. And Tyson saw me ride it to work one day, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you should bring that in the gym, and we should lay it down, and I'll help you teach you how to stand that up in case it ever falls over." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I'm never gonna drop the bike." That day, fucking dropped the bike in the middle of a fucking intersection. Yeah.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. And I dropped it in the intersection, and I tried to deadlift it up, and I couldn't. And the guy, a guy in a Prius in a 3-piece suit, got out that was too small for him and helped me lift it up.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hey, I was going like half a mile an hour, and I fell over. Just fell off the bike.
That's so bad.
And I'm like, "Be cool, Sevi. It's cool," but I could just feel myself turning flush.
Yeah. At least, did you have a helmet on? At least you were like, you could hide it.
I was fully, but it was ridiculous.
Oh man, that's so bad. A guy in a Prius had to help you. That's sad. That's fucking sad.
I don't even think you need to be a 400-pound deadlifter to pick that up. But basically, I think later on I learned how Tyson taught me. But basically, I think you just I tried to lift it up like this.
Oh yeah, like a tire flip.
Yeah, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to back up to it and use the back of your hands.
Oh.
And then stand up. I think.
Okay.
I forget.
Huh.
Been so long since I rode a motorcycle. This is what I'm going for, by the way. This is Lenny Kravitz at 60 years old. This is why I'm just eating meat and persimmons. This is just ridiculous. That's crazy. That's Lenny Kravitz at 60, dude.
Oh my god.
You look fantastic. That man is 60 years old. Of course, one of the coolest guys in the world. Has one of the best physiques I've ever seen. Hats off to you, sir.
I don't want to walk like that.
No.
CK Kevin,
Well.
I'd hit that. But that's crazy that's 60.
Yeah, that's wild. That's so impressive. That guy's he's fucking shredded.
He's on steroids, TRT. Don't be foolish. I doubt it. I bet you he's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Damn.
I know a guy. Maybe this guy will let me take a picture of his body. I know a guy who's 75 whose body's like that. It's nuts. He's 75? So shredded. Yeah. And he was a tree trimmer his whole life.
Oh wow. And he's probably just got massive forearms, huh?
Yeah, this guy's so fucking lean. High doses of creatine. His number 5 album is goated. I don't think so. I personally think Lenny Kravitz has like 2 good songs, but what I mean, if that, I think he got more accolades than he deserves. But what do I know? Chris Rock, drones.
What'd Chris Rock do this time?
Oh, it's probably some comedy I have.
Oh.
There's a video that, I had Greg on the show, right? And that show's like whatever, 90 minutes long, let's say.
Yeah.
And there's a clip I took from it that's only like 12 minutes long. And it's a clip of him describing what Metfix is, right? Okay. It has nothing to do with the controversy in the out of context clip that Craig Ritchie made. right? Nothing to
Right.
do with that at all. But people have been commenting on the video that's 12 minutes long or 7 minutes long or whatever, where Greg only talks about Metfix and there's no mention of Craig Ritchie in it or Lazar or nothing, you know, nothing. And they're writing in the comments, this video is completely vile. I can't believe you said that about Lazar. I've erased like 50 of them already, removed them, making it obvious that they didn't even watch the video. They've come over from fucking Craig Ritchie's cancel culture to just a random video of Greg that they thought it's the one where he said it and writing that dumb shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's like, one, you're already stupid because you didn't watch the whole video. And then there's people who are like, this is completely vile. And I'm like, hey, did you watch the whole video? They're like, no. I'm like, it's out of context.
I didn't need to.
I've deleted like over 100 comments in the last I don't know, 24 hours.
That's insane. And it's just like just an echo chamber of bullshit in there, huh?
Just a complete echo chamber of bullshit.
I started typing in bullshit, and I was not searching for bullshit. I was searching for the video.
I don't care about comments. I don't care about comments. I mean, I care about them in the sense that they're fun. How do you know someone likes? How do you know someone? This is the. I want to tell you the gayest thing you can say on the internet. You're better than that.
You're better than that. You don't need to stoop to that level.
David, is the presupposition there that you're better than me and you're judging me? That you are an authority on what's better? It was 50 comments 2 minutes ago. Oh, it's 200 now. It's 200 now.
This is nuts. Yeah, I'm scrolling through them right now. It's pretty funny.
But Sevon, those people with the brain know they are idiots, so there's no need to delete those comments. The ones I delete are just like there's some guy in there, Jordan Green, who will just go down and say something negative about everyone. Like that person's like Jenny's a bitch, Sevon is an asshole. I'm not deleting the ones where people are like, hey, I can't believe Greg didn't know Lazar's name. I'm just like, if you make like 20 comments that are just like you're a fucking asshole, then I just go through and delete you. I mean, it's my channel. I don't need a bunch. Here's another one. If you write in the comments, don't bother watching this video. It's like, of course I'm going to erase it. I didn't put that video up so someone can say, don't bother watching this video.
Come to Brazil. Let's have a chat. You and I.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Hey, and I went to that dude's Instagram account, and he is such a cuck.
You have lost all credibility in this space.
Edging, it's all just entertainment to me. Eat, sleep, train, repeat. It's my priority. Then life is good. Word them up.
Facts.
Sharon Petrosky, your show last night with Dave was amazing. You asked him great questions and gave him the space to answer or not. David's coming out. No way, dude. He's not even close.
You got a problem with my sweatshirt, Odd? It's the only sweatshirt I have.
I'll come to Nebraska and we can have a chat about that sweatshirt, Beaver.
That's all I got, dude.
Hey, Kenneth. Kenneth says, who reads the comments before watching a video? I do that sometimes. Guilty.
Yeah, I usually do it just to gauge like if I want to watch it or not.
Yeah.
And then I'll fucking watch it.
David, everyone wants to bang you, dude. Not just Jeremy. Everyone. Mr. Cricks Rock. This one's going to get picked up by the YouTube bleepers.
We need bullies. How the fuck you gonna have a school with no bullies? Bullies do half the work. That's right. Teachers do one half. Bullies do the whole other half. And that's the half you're gonna use as a fucking grown-up. That's right. Who gives a fuck if you can code? You start crying because your boss didn't say hi. You fucking weak bitch. Get the fuck away from me.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Bullies. Hey, where would you put there's these things that I think show that you have like severe mental illness.
Okay.
You know, the correlates, nose rings. Like if you got a hole in your septum, you are fucked up.
Right.
Like, which is different than a hole like just in here.
Okay. Yeah.
2 holes in the septum, something in the lips. Like now, like you've got like you're fucked up. You got issues. Too many tattoos.
Okay.
Blue hair.
Yeah.
You spent your Sunday going to CVS, going through the aisle, finding the perfect blue to.
Yeah. I saw a dog with blue hair at the airport. I think that's another correlate.
This is a great example. Man bun and long pinky nail. No, these are. So here's the thing. Here's the weird thing about those. Man bun, long pinky nail, not wearing shoes. Those are there's doing. Look, as Yoda would say, there's doing and there's not doing.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah. So it's like when someone says to you, "Why are you growing your long pinky nail?" The real question is why do you cut your nails? That's it. You have the answer. Oh, why aren't you wearing shoes? No. You actually chose to put on shoes. Why have you grown your hair long? Well, no, actually, you chose to cut your hair. There's that side. It's not like that with blue hair or punching a hole in your septum ring. That shit ain't gonna happen just by itself. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that all people who have man buns or don't have guys that have long nail probably have issues. Not just one long nail though.
Like all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, face tattoos. But nice try, David. God, David, it's like I love how simple Mr. Weed is because it makes me sound so smart. Like I get to explain like things like it's like being around my kids. You know what I mean?
Wow, I'm a genius.
My kid's reading the other day and he's like, "What's this word?" I'm like, "Underneath." And in my head, I'm like, "Fuck, I'm a good reader." When I hang out with David, I'm like, "Fuck, I'm smart." I'm fucking like Aristotle around David.
Look at me. I know words.
Okay. Here I got a new one to add to it. Celebrating follower count.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like if you have a post on there that says, "Thank you for my 5,000th you're my 5,000th follower. Thank you, everyone." Or you know what I mean? Or like you've written in the grass with rose petals, 100,000 followers. Thank you. Fucked up.
Yeah. Why? Tell me.
Like that shouldn't be that shouldn't be something you're concerned about. You're going to get broken. Like you've left the it's like the same people who are worried about the pronunciation of Lazar's name. Or like there's people who didn't get that I was making fun of Craig Ritchie and that I really cared that he didn't say his name right. Like you're so far. How can I explain the follower count? You've given your power to someone else. You've given something outside of yourself so much power that now you're just susceptible to just fucking being broken, right? So does that mean you're going to be sad if you lose that account or if you lose those 8,000 followers? I mean, there's a difference between being sad and just completely devastated. And I just think that people who are celebrating their followers, thank you so much for my 1 millionth follower. Like, let me give you an example of the other side. I don't think those people, like, it's almost like they need it for their popularity and validation, as opposed to Andrew Hiller's not trying to get a shitload of subscribers on YouTube for his own self-validation.
Right.
He just wants to do it so he can make money and have a louder voice, and it's a metric for how successful he is in terms of how he's able to cull the herd. But when I see these girls, they're like, "Oh my God, Thank you. I've reached 20. I just hear mental illness. Like, oh shit, you're one negative comment away from someone saying something on the internet that fucking breaks your heart. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it's also generally like,
I mean, it's just a correlate. It's not like a certain thing.
Right. And it's
like,
not
I don't think
something that,
Danielle
like,
Brandon's crazy at all, and she has blue hair. She's saying this shit.
Well, it's not like it doesn't really correlate to anything either. Like you having 5,000 followers on Instagram doesn't. It's like, okay, more eyes are going to see it, I guess. But on YouTube, it's not. I don't really see it that way, I guess. I'm not sure.
I think people get validated by their Instagram count.
Yeah, I think so too. Because then they're like, oh, I hit 50,000. And then somebody like buys them a cake that says 50K on it.
Yeah.
And then they throw a big old party about the fact that they just hit 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
But if the one person unfollows them, then they're down to 49,999. And it's like, okay, so what did I do all that for? And then they go into a tailspin. Oh my God, why did these 20 people unfollow me?
Or you have a how about the people who have like 1 million followers from something they did 10 years ago and yet they haven't contributed anything since?
Most of the early CrossFit Games athletes, you mean?
I mean, you could, yeah, maybe you could say that. I mean, but I'm sure there's tons of people like that too, right? Anyone who's been on a reality show, right?
All of the Bachelor people, anybody who's been on a Bachelor, Bachelorette, yeah, 100%.
I'd have like 10,000 followers if I let all the strippers follow me. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'll get a bunch of like strippers or a bunch of like fake accounts follow me, and then like every month I'll lose like 20 followers, just because those accounts got
clipped
or something.
Clipped.
Yeah.
I cannot put on a follower on Instagram if my life depended on it.
I just now started seeing your stuff again, which is kind of funny.
You just now started what?
Seeing your stuff again.
Yeah.
Like I had to repeatedly go to your page for it to start popping up in my algorithm again.
Sometimes what I'll do to see if I can fuck that, like I posted some fruit the other day just to see if I could fuck with the algorithm.
Oh, okay.
Like just like some shit that's not like, hey, vaccines kill you.
A little break from your daily TV.
Yeah, Sevon, it's not quantity, it's quality. I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone should have said that to me before I did this morning's show. I'd have taken the day off. All righty. Joe Biden.
Joe Byron.
Here we go. Do you think he voted for Donald Trump?
I think somebody voted for him for Kamala.
No shit. I lost my Twitter again 2 days ago. That's number 7 this year. Fuck Elon. No shit.
What are you doing on Twitter that makes you lose 7 accounts, David?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. What did you post?
Jesus, dude.
Hey, and my boy Dax does the whole celebrating followers thing. Here's the thing: it's just a correlate. Like if I go out on Halloween and I see a man with long nails and blue hair, it's like he does well. I guess if you do Halloween and you're a man, you're crazy anyway. Oh, making fun of Elon. Yeah, tell us more. Tell us more.
Yeah, what you got?
Yeah, tell us more.
This week, as you all saw, the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation announced a $1 billion financial initiative to support conservation of the Ecuadorian Amazon. This is a result of the president's recent trip to the Amazon and a continuation of the administration's effort to support innovative ways to address climate change through sustainable growth and development without burdening countries facing financial constraints.
It's John Woolley.
I don't give a fuck about Ecuador, dude.
What did she even say? That's like you know who else is doing word salads now too is Brian Friend.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, listen. What did she even say? You're telling me a man with Alzheimer's went to Ecuador and now they get $1 billion? Is that For what? Sustainable, equitable. What the fuck did she say?
Earlier this week, as you all saw, the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation.
The U.S. Development Finance Corporation. What is that? The U.S. Development Finance Corporation.
Let's see.
Announced a $1 billion
The U.S. Finance Development Corporation.
Financial initiative to support conservation of the Ecuadorian Amazon.
A financial initiative to support the Ecuadorian Amazon. We still don't know shit.
This is a result of the president's recent trip to the Amazon.
So he went there. Does anyone
Why?
argue that he doesn't have dementia?
And a continuation of the administration's effort to support innovative ways to address climate change.
Giving them $1 billion is an innovative way to support climate change?
Through sustainable growth.
Through sustainable growth? What does that mean? What does that even mean through sustainable growth?
$1 billion is not sustainable growth.
And development without burdening countries facing financial constraints.
Holy shit.
What? It's like giving
that's just money laundering. Someone's stealing that money. There's no
100%.
fucking way that like.
So Wikipedia says that the International Development Finance Corporation is an agency of the U.S. federal government, and it invests in development projects primarily in lower and middle income countries. This was created in 2018 by the BUILD Act.
What does that mean, invest? Do they get it paid back with interest? What does that mean, invest?
No, probably not. Let's see. Lending capacity is used to provide loans, loan guarantees, direct equity investments, and political risk insurance for private sector-led development projects, feasibility studies, and technical assistance. Oh, here we go. DFC invests across several sectors and energy, healthcare, critical infrastructure, and technology with stated priorities of women's empowerment, innovation, and investment in West Africa and the Western Hemisphere and climate change. Money laundering.
Yeah, it's a straight fucking money laundering scheme.
Earlier this week, as you all saw.
God, he is such a fucking joke. How is anyone a fucking Democrat?
Trump administration originally opposed that, and it called for the elimination of it.
Oh, Pat, shut up. Shut up, Pat.
Wow,
this
really
sounds like the
gay?
giant waste of money that is the fucking gay Space Force. Just shut it, dude.
I disagree with that one.
Oh, you agree with Pat here?
No, I
yeah.
disagree that it's a
similar
waste of money.
Yeah.
I think we need something for space.
What a great time to be a criminal.
Because you're gonna get away with everything.
Fuck, dude. What a fucking great time to be a criminal. Did you hear that when that clip played for a second? Just now? No.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what LI is. LI cops can shoot down drones. Is that Louisiana? What is that? What's LI? Lithuania? Lithuanian cops? I guess we'll find out in a minute. LI cops can shoot down drones. A new high-tech command center unveiled. We don't want to wait. Nassau County. Is that New York? Meet the new Space Cowboys. Nassau County cops have gotten the green light to shoot troublesome drones out of the sky, with officials saying they don't want to wait for something disastrous to happen. The order went out Thursday as county officials unveiled a new state-of-the-art drone command center. I guarantee you it's not state-of-the-art.
No way.
They can track the mysterious flying crafts from miles away, but they need the feds to sign off on high-tech tools to intercept and take down the drones. Instead, they're taking matters into their own hands. We don't want to wait until we have some kind of disastrous event to then say, we could have done this and we could have done that. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman told reporters. Where is that? Is that New York City?
Yeah, Long Island. LI is Long Island.
Oh, thank you. Did you think I was joking when I didn't know?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
Nassau
didn't know what
County
it was either.
Police Department has the authority and certainly has my approval that if there is a mass gathering anywhere and there is a drone that is a threat to the public at large, they have the authority and jurisdiction and right to shoot that drone down. That would be an awesome job.
Yeah, it would be. I know some guys in the military get trained in like anti-drone stuff, and they just have like it's like net guns or some shit.
Yeah, I've seen those net guns are crazy.
They just shoot them at the drone.
Nassau.
Nassau.
Oh, that's my boss. Oh, that's
wow.
those are your people. That's Jethro's.
Yeah.
That's Jethro's department.
That's awesome.
The agency said that at least until January 17th, unmanned aircraft are barred from flying within a nautical mile of a specified space outlined in the FAA notice to airmen. This picture is kind of funny because it says repeated. God, that looks like just a regular drone. Repeated mysterious drone sightings over New Jersey and elsewhere of officials and locals alike concern. I can see a drone coming from 20 miles. No, you can't.
No way.
No fucking way. Who said that?
Theo Vaughn Googled it and said that you could only see for like 3 miles. So I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, there's no way you can see 20 miles.
Curvature of the earth and shit.
It's funny, drones come, like, I always wondered if anyone bought those orange things or used those orange things, like those cheesy landing things. That's funny.
Why are they cheesy?
I don't know, like, just land it wherever the fuck you want. It's your drone.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, you pull your drone out and you get the remote out and you put out your little landing spot, and it's like, I don't know. I guess maybe to tell other people, like, hey, don't set your lawn chair up there or something. I don't know. I don't know why you put that on the ground.
Well, if you can't see where you're taking off and landing from, maybe you just
to remind you.
Yeah. If you're like flying it from inside, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, congratulations. You got a police department with balls.
We're always the first one to take matters into our own hands.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
Hey, wasn't it your police department that shooed away Hochul or Kamala or something at a funeral once?
Yeah, it was the family of the police officer who died. They turned her around and said, "Get back in your car. We don't want you here."
Yeah, that
no
was
way.
amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Who was shot there? What was the officer? What was the situation again? Refresh me quickly.
Jonathan Diller. He pulled up doing a stop and he got shot underneath his vest. Unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah, and
you want to hear it?
And Hochul was a big defund the police lady, so when she tried to go to the funeral and make it into a political thing, she got fucked up.
Good.
Yeah, no, she's awful.
Yeah.
Real quick, go back to that screen, Sevan. You got to read this article. It's crazy. It broke last night. Go back to that screen.
Yep. Okay.
It's a New York Post article on the right-hand side talking about the chief of the department of the New York City Police Department with this huge scandal. I read it this morning. I was laughing my ass off.
Oh shit. You're so good. This is what the show's really about. Fuck that Bible shit. This is great. Here, I'm your buddy. Here we go. This is insane. Thank you, Jethro. He was a predator. NYPD, he looks like a predator. NYPD lieutenant recalls horrifying sex demands of top cop Jeffrey Madre.
What?
NYPD lieutenant allegedly in heroin. Go ahead, Jethro, and then I'll read it. Go ahead.
The descriptions of what happened in his office are crazy. You got to read it.
Listen to the it's Lieutenant Quathesha Epps. Quathesha.
What the fuck kind of name is that?
Holy fuck. Hey, dude, before I go into this, when I saw the Fonnie Willis trial and I saw all the lawyers and shit, I was like, oh my God, like we've devolved really into idiocracy. It was ridiculous just how. An NYP lieutenant alleged in harrowing detail how the department's hulking cop preyed on her financial, emotional, and vulnerabilities to repeatedly sexually demean her in his police headquarters office, according to the new complaint. Lieutenant Quathisha Epps was facing foreclosure and desperation to keep her home. The first-time chief department, Jeffrey Madre, asked for sex, she claimed in an exclusive interview. So she was having, she was basically couldn't afford the house she lived in and was wasting her money. And so to pay her more, she said, quote, he wanted to have anal sex with me, vaginal sex with me, and oral, the mother of three said. And what's crazy, he was always asking me to kiss his penis. Hey, what's crazy too is she dresses like she's a whore. Madre strongly denies Epps' claims. In one painful session, he bent her over a sofa in his 13th floor office, she claimed to the Post, sobbing. I kept asking him, can you please stop? Then I stopped asking him to stop. Can you please just slow down? You're hurting me, she alleged. Epps, 51, recently made headlines for being the NYPD's top earner at $400,000, which included more than $200,000 overtime. Oh, so he was paying her $400,000 a year. Is that what I'm reading, Jethro?
Yeah, she was just a secretary in his office, and she was making $200,000 in overtime.
Oh my God!
The chief, the highest-ranking the highest-ranking uniformed cop on the force demanded unwanted sexual favors in exchange for overtime opportunities between June of 2023 and December 16, 2024, according to an equal opportunity employment discrimination claim.
Oh my God!
Oh, Greg Ritchie, clip this, please. Me laughing at this. This is great. I'm ready for round two. She alleged that Madre also used what he knew about her past as an incest survivor to take advantage of her, according to the complaint. I think so. Why did she finally come out, Jethro? Because now she knows that she can sue and get like $10 million.
Because Internal Affairs did a probe, and she was getting $200,000 in overtime.
Oh, she got scared.
She got caught. She got caught.
Wow.
Oh shit! So then she just immediately outed him.
So she was fucking him for money, and then when she got scared that it was going to fall apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
God,
wow.
I have to guess he took video. He sounds like a world-class scumbag.
In the body of the article, you'll see like she would walk into the office. He'll have his like pants pulled down, rubbing his chest. It's totally like a Sopranos episode.
I think he's a predator, she said. Hey, what's crazy is she's a predator too. Like they met their matches. He'd say, we're gonna save your house, like you're supporting me, when really you're just fucking me. No, he saved your house too. When he was demanding sex, he was forcing Epps to do odd favors involving other female officers, according to the complaint filed by her lawyer. God damn. These fucking people in these high positions, what the fuck is wrong with them? You think this guy was ever a good cop, Jethro?
He did a lot of arrests.
He did?
He's very, very active. He's the highest ranking uniformed police officer in the NYPD.
So you don't think he's a DEI hire? He's a black dude. He's a fat black dude. He's so fat that his ears are sunk in his head.
He's a very, very active cop, but he worked his way up. Just like Eric Adams.
Right. And by the way, I'm not asking if he's a DEI hire because he's black. I'm asking if he's a DEI hire because he's black and because I know that that's a liberal city and I know that they hire people just based on their skin color and sexual orientation. Hey, maybe here's the thing that sounds very discriminatory. You're not allowed to, isn't there a space to accept in the liberal force of men who are prey on women?
Yes.
Seems a little closed-minded not to give those guys space, a safe space. Epps was working as an administrator for Madre as he moved up in the NYPD from chief housing to chief patrol, but his alleged sexual demands didn't start until June 2023 when he became chief of the department, responsible for the entire 36,000 member force. Wow, this guy was a G. That's when she claimed she confided in him. She was facing bankruptcy and foreclosure. He told me I could do whatever overtime I needed, she recalled. He told me I was like his sister. But Epps said the favors he demanded were anything but familial. He frequently sent her messages that said DAP, slang for dat ain't pussy, which meant he wanted anal sex. He would also come into her office and ask me to kiss it, she claimed in her complaint, referencing his penis. He used to tell her all the time he had a wish and a command and she would have to do it and he do what he said, she claimed. Hey, dude, I think this dude thought that she was down.
Yeah, that seems...
She was down. She had sex with him 10 times in the office.
Yeah, for sure.
So
wasn't a one-off.
No way.
Bizarrely, he ordered her to pay for a vacation to Miami for Madre and his wife. Helen Epps claimed in her complaint. Bizarrely, there was a trip that I paid for $2,700, she recalled. He said, make it look like a gift. He has a whole script of what to say to his wife. He also allegedly asked her to give her family's Lower East Side apartment, which was in her kid's name, to a detective who worked for Madre. Man, this guy was a fucking gang lord. The first alleged sexual overture with Epps occurred in June 2023 when Madre was sitting at his desk with his uniform pants open, rubbing his chest through his white undershirt. He said he demanded about fucking me in my ass, Epps claimed. I said, but chief, you're the chief of the department. He was like, but I'm still... Wow.
This is the most descriptive article about...
Wow. Will you say this word, Caleb? We need a black guy on the show.
Dude, this is the best part of the whole article right here.
I don't say that word on this show.
No, I know you can't say that.
I say a lot of words. I just don't say the hard R. You know what I mean? I don't say vinegar. I just don't. Even I have my limits. I'm oppressed. I'm verbally oppressed, but I'm still and it's a word that I say on the show often, but with an R at the end.
Ah, yes.
Read the next 4 lines.
Then he asked her to go back. Jethro needs a producer credit for this show. Then he asked her to go back to the back room in his office where he has a couch and bathroom, she said. He bent me over the arm of the couch and then I tried to back away. But he was telling me, just let me put it in a little bit, she claimed. Next, he reached into a locker near the couch and pulled out a jar of KY jelly from a top shelf in the back and rubbed it on himself, she alleged. When she asked him to slow down, he said in a soft voice, I'm not trying to hurt you, baby. I'm not trying to hurt you, she recalled. The two had sexual intercourse about 10 times. Epps, who claimed she was raped by relatives starting when she was 4, said that she was afraid to tell anyone about Madre, who was I going to tell, she said. Who would believe me? God, I hope she has video.
Dude, that's wild.
Hey, what a convenient time to accuse somebody of misconduct after she was caught stealing.
There you go.
The attorney says she's obviously drowning in the deep end of the pool without a lifesaver. She wants to take down as many people as she can. This is completely meritless, and we deny every aspect of it. Well, he's fucking guilty as shit. And she's guilty as shit, too.
They're both very guilty, yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Everyone's resigning from the department. There's a new commissioner. Oh, man. It's a mess.
Jesus, Sevon, stop.
It was like reading smut, dude. That was crazy.
I know, sorry. I'm like a fort. Hey, do you remember when like there was stuff that was only half that good, like in Playboy magazine? Like they had like a Dear Abby section where you could ask questions, and now it's just in the New York Post, and it's like twice as raunchy.
And it didn't used to be like that. They used to be like very vague allegations.
Crazy, dude. How about that guy? What was the guy's name, Jethro, who worked in New York? He was like Matt Lauer. How about Matt Lauer?
Oh, yeah.
He had
got caught up in that scandal.
Yeah, people would fucking come into his office and he'd push a button and it would lock the door behind him. And then he would fucking bend. He's a Jew?
No, he's another G,
Oh,
just like
G.
this guy.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Jews don't do that. Jews run. Epstein, I'm not a Jew, but we run. I want to be. We run brothels. Fucking partake in that shit. God, I want to see. So that is that guy. Have you ever seen that guy in person, Jethro?
No, but he's on television all the time. Whenever there's a high profile shooting or a crime, he's the one that's giving the press conference.
Oh my God, he's massive.
Oh yeah, he's huge. He's got to be about 450 pounds. The thing is with this, the way it works over here, if he resigns before he gets brought up on charges, he gets his full pension.
Oh.
So he's done.
I wonder what this dude's dick looks like. I wonder if it looks like a puff adder. This guy is so big. Oh my goodness. This is a Hulk of a man. Yeah, like he's the kind of guy who always has to be leaning on something.
Yeah.
Or out of breath every 30 seconds.
Wow.
That's exactly, yeah. He's out of breath walking from the parking lot to the elevator.
Hey, they just got to transfer him to a different department. It'll go away.
Yeah.
Dude, he's probably going to retire. He doesn't need to do anything else. He's been there way long.
These guys stay on for 25, 30, 35 years. I don't know why.
Can you imagine the HR department for the fucking New York Police Department?
Oh, no. Oh,
what
no.
A nightmare.
Hey,
35,000 cops. You do the math.
Yeah, like every
35,000?
Every 5 minutes there's a complaint coming in. 24 hours a day.
Oh my God.
Wow. Hey, when are other women going to come out? I mean, I don't think like if you do that, you don't just do it to one girl. You know what I mean?
You don't think that's a one-off?
No. No way. I'm trying to think of like the bad things I've done. I never do any bad things like you know, like when you start TPing people's houses, you don't just TP one, high school. Like you do one and you just fucking next thing you know, you're doing them every weekend.
Yeah, you don't ding dong ditch one house, you ding dong the whole neighborhood. Yeah,
totally. You don't get into a little bit of firecrackers, you get into a lot of firecrackers.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a I remember in the 7th or 8th grade there was this really busy street and me and my buddies would just put shit in the street to fuck with cars, like take a string and tie it between two trash cans and let the car drive through it and it pulls the trash cans behind him. And that just became shit we did like every weekend for like, you know what I mean, a year. Like just coming up with different ideas of things to fuck with cars that drive by.
Fuck, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a good point.
Sevy,
you led some good lives.
Sevy, does your new beard come with those wooden beads you put over the seat in the taxi?
I never understood those.
Melissa Odier was watching Dave's show. Thank you so much. It's really good to hear and see him. Yeah, it was great to see him. Hey, Jethro, when you call in, I always get some people telling me how cool it is when you call in. You're one of the rare people. A lot of people get fucking ass pounded. People love it when you call.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people love it when you call in.
Oh, thanks, guys. I try to give a little bit to the show every single time.
Yeah, it's good. How is everything? How's the family?
Good. I'm just finished up wrapping on my presents right now.
How's the kids' dancing coming?
It's really it's good to the point where he's dancing a lot, and it's we take him 50 minutes away every day, so it's 50 minutes there, 50 minutes back, and you can imagine Long Island's crazy traffic.
5-0?
Hour and 15 minutes. 5-0, yeah.
Hey, that's a
So-
tough field to be in, right? Because you can be so talented, but the avenues for expression, you almost have to be an entrepreneur to get the accolades you deserve as a dancer, right? Because there's so many. It's like always the front man who's getting all the attention and no one else, right?
Yeah, it's kind of sticky situation. He came into this new dance company a little late, but they really wanted him like on the front of the dances, and he's pretty talented. I'm not saying that because I'm his dad, but he does the solos and everything. And some people might have a negative look to him. Oh, he came new, and now he's getting all these good spots. But he's a junior in high school. He'll be a senior next year. People have noticed him. They know who he is, and they search him out. And it's up avenue because what is he going to do? The top of the food chain are professional ballet dancers. Could travel the world, or you could dance for a famous artist and travel the world there.
Yeah.
Or choreography. That's pretty much it.
The politics.
TikTok.
Of what you're saying.
Not so much the politics. It's just getting your foot in the door. What does he do? Does he go to college and spend about $300,000 on a education for dance, or does he go right to work? Because we know kids have gone right to work and performed for a lot of major artists traveling the world. He loves traveling the world. So.
What's his personality like? Is he a good kid? Does he walk in the room and say hi to people and make eye contact and shake hands? And is he good with kids and shit like that?
Yeah, so I have a good example. I went to a party like 5 years ago, and there's this kid from Massapequa where I live. I walked into the party. I'm like, that kid is like not like all the other kids. This kid is someone, and he ended up being Sonny Milano. He played hockey for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Pretty good player, and he's got that look to him. Like you walk into a room, and it's like, oh, he definitely stands out.
Oh, your son does.
Yeah. He's good-looking kid. He's got a nice hairstyle. He's pretty ripped. So, and everyone likes him
because it never stops. It never stops being a popularity contest. It's all, you know what I mean? It's like shaking hands, smiling, knowing what to say, being nice to people's kids. Just all that shit. That stuff.
Like your kids, because you've brought them to the point where adults notice. Oh, those are good kids you had. They're well behaved. They know how to speak to people. We've taught Jet to be like that. So.
But also people like there could be someone that maybe you don't give two shits about, but if they come over to your house and they talk to your kid and they're nice to your kid, you're like, all right, that person's cool. Like they go up in your favor.
They're gold.
Yeah. So like
Definitely.
what I'm saying is if like he's dancing, if he's in a room and Madonna's there and she's got her fucking little kids there and he's over there playing with the kids, that's points for Madonna's like, oh, that's a good dude. He's giving my kids attention.
Absolutely. You know that.
Yeah. Hey, does he teach? Does he get into teaching at all? Has he gotten into teaching?
So it's crazy. He's got, ever since he was a little kid, he's got a crazy photographic memory. That's why he's so good in school. So if you think about it, he's in about 10 or 11 dances himself. So he has to know all the choreography. But since he watches all the dancing that's happening in the studio, he knows all the dances for all the kids.
Wow.
Oh my
He
God.
remembers all the dances, all the moves and everything. So you could break out, say, what was X song from the 2019 season that you performed? Oh, this is it right here. Boom, boom, boom. Which is a plus for him, because if he goes into choreography, he'll be able to remember all that stuff.
Man, and he probably is too young to know this now, but how lucky that he found his passion. Most people probably go their whole life, never find their passion.
No, we knew when he was doing high level gymnastics that we said, whenever you're ready to stop doing gymnastics and dance, you let us know. And he did. And it's been pretty successful. So
that's awesome. All right, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. I'll see you in February.
What's February?
Broken Science. I'm gonna head on over to Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. I don't even know about that. Whose house is that at? Where is that?
My buddy Luke, he's a doctor out in Echo Park.
Yes, I know him. Okay, I know him. I met him in Boston. Short guy.
yeah, shorter than you, maybe.
Yeah, I think he might. That's how I remember him.
Yeah, he's hosting the event, so he actually is like a guest coach at my place. He's from Massapequa, so
yeah, he's an ER doc. He's a cool dude. That's a really cool
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, he's awesome.
Carton talks about him. Yeah, he's a good dude. So he invited me out. So I'm booking a flight out over to Broken Science in February.
Okay, cool. Bitchin'. See you there.
All right, man. Later, guys.
Bye.
Later, dude.
I don't know if I've ever met Jethro in person.
I don't know if I have either. I want to.
Ken Walters, my cousin ditched college years ago and started traveling with pianist Lori Line as a sixth chair sax player, and then ended up with Doc Severinsen. He tells everyone he teaches and takes shots. He teaches take a shot first. Yeah, I think so too. Jeremy, let's talk about how tarded your OnlyFans friend is for wasting hours of our time by choosing a rando for the trip. Okay. I'm game.
She didn't pick Heidi or Brianna?
I think she is going to do something with Heidi or Brianna. I just don't know what. Oh, shit. It's almost time to go to tennis.
Oh, shit.
Involving big increases in administrative staff at American public schools. Take a look at the early 2000s when it comes to administrative staff, principals and assistant principals, teachers, and students. Okay. And the graph keeps on rising. Whoa, 2021, 95% administrative staff.
Hey, that's right at the launch of Instagram, too, by the way. Just saying.
What's the correlation there?
I'm not sure there is one, but just look at it. It's at a low in like 2011, and then Instagram has launched, and now administrative staff for costs has skyrocketed. Just a note. No blame. No, just a note. Okay, here we go.
Wow. So if you've kept up with anything that's going on the past few years, you know that much of the swell in administration these days in American public schools involves DEI consultants, mental health and wellness experts, all of these things that are supposed to help students from the top down. Yet, according to the NAEP's Nation's Report Card, more than half of American students are still not proficient in reading and math. Look it up. Heavy administration only hurts students. Nourish your children's mind with knowledge, the knowledge that is not being taught in schools. We've got you covered, PragerUkids.com. New findings involving big...
I bet you it's like all DEI and mental health shit.
Yeah, for sure. They don't do anything.
No.
They just show up to work and wait till somebody asks them a question and hang out at the water cooler, bullshit with some other fucking teachers, and they're getting paid probably more than the teachers are, and because they're doing so much work on paper.
God, fucking administrators. I really hope Doge just fucking cleans house.
Did you see the Argentinian? They're like no longer in a recession for the first time in like over a decade.
Yeah.
After they cut out like 80% of the government initiatives that they had. Could you imagine? Like that the thing that just spent $1 billion, said that they're going to spend $1 billion on Ecuador. Imagine if we didn't have that. We wouldn't spend $1 billion on a country we don't give a fuck about.
Right. Well, and it's just money laundering.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, if you really want to be impactful, use that $1 billion just to fly Americans down there. And just to visit for 2 weeks, just to make the people in our country smarter, to give them, a look at a different culture and see what's down there. That's it.
Oh,
that would be way more impactful. You want to help their economy, you want to help their country, you want to help the planet. Just fly Americans down there, 2-week trips until the whole $1 billion is done. That would have a greater impact.
We should just bring back colonization.
That too.
And then we just spread.
We could gentrify Ecuador.
Yeah, there you go. Gentrify Ecuador. That's the new initiative. Oh my God. I figured it out. Gentrify Ecuador.
Yeah. Jake Chapman, Heidi and Kylie are meeting up and judging the dick pics she received from Sevanistas. Was there a dick pic sharing session?
I don't know, but I missed it. Well, I didn't see any dick pics in there.
I can't wait till there's a fucking news story in the New York Post or the New York Times, and it says, popular podcast has cult following where 20 of the men have been sending dick pics to the women in the organization called Sevanistas.
Some crazy shit gets sent in that chat. I'll tell you that.
I sent mine. They laughed. Oh. Relax. I care about Ecuador. Me too. I care about Ecuador too.
Yeah, man.
Nothing but love for Ecuador.
Yeah,
that's why I hate.
I mean, coffee.
That's why I hate to be being. Is Ecuador the country that just fucking arrested like 2% of their population?
Because they're all like mafia gang members or something.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Ecuador president. I love Ecuador. If it's that Ecuador president.
Yeah. They arrested 859 people.
Oh no, I'm not thinking of Ecuador. What country? Oh, El Salvador.
Oh, okay.
How rude of me. How insensitive. I got my Ecuador and El Salvador confused.
Damn it, dude. How dare you? Boo this man.
Oh, I got my Latins confused. Okay, please don't stop your sponsorship. I love Paper Street Coffee.
Love you.
What's the capital of El Salvador? Capital of El Salvador. I think I've been there.
San Salvador.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was something confusing. Yeah, I've been there. I've been to all those places. Ecuador, El Salvador, San Salvador. What's the capital of Ecuador? Capital of Ecuador.
Quito.
What is it?
Quito. Quito?
Oh, I wonder if
Quito?
I've been there.
Quito.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Wow, Gabe already knew it. Look at this guy.
He's from there. He's one of them.
He's one of them. He's one of those Ecuadorians. He's one of those.
He's Ecuadorian.
Quitoans.
I think Jethro is too. To be honest, I think they're both Ecuadorians.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they all look the same. Yes. I mean, to me, they do.
Hey, that's fucked up, dude.
Like, you can tell the difference if you go to Africa. Like every country you go to, you can tell the difference. Like, some Somalians look nothing like Kenyans, look nothing like Sudanese, look nothing like they all look fucking different. People, they're black, but you're never like, oh, you're just a black guy. It's not like that at all. You can tell. You're a Somalian. You're a Ethiopian.
Right.
But the Ecuador, San Salvador, Nicaragua, fucking, it's all the same. The people, I think. Am I right, Gabe? You guys all look the same? Or are there nuances to your features, nose widths, heights, shit like that?
Dick size.
I mean, fucking Ethiopians and Somalians have the craziest, skinniest heads. It looked just like your head, but if you fucking put a vice on it and squeezed it in.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Are they all the same, Gabe? Can you tell the difference between like an Ecuadorian and a fucking...
It's like trying to find the difference between like a Laotian and a Filipino.
Oh yeah, Colombians look different. That's true.
Yeah, because they just all have fat asses.
They all look like drug lords.
That too.
I was here we go. I was in Japan, and the guy hosting me confessed he can't tell the difference between Japanese, Koreans, Taiwanese, and Chinese. No, you can definitely tell the difference between Japanese and Chinese.
You can tell the difference between Koreans and Chinese people.
Yeah, they don't look fucking anything alike.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the differences are, but I can definitely tell the difference. Like we've had Japanese students and Korean students at this school, and you can tell the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. My God, there were some hot Korean chicks I went to high school with. It was crazy.
Trying to get yourself a waifu, huh?
Is that what they're called? Waifus?
Yeah.
Koreans just don't have a signature haircut. That might be it.
Oh, there you go.
Some differences from native Venezuelan to native Peruvian. It's hard to. Yeah, I think Venezuelans have their own look too. Another country with just a fucking absurd amount of fucking hot chicks.
Yeah.
Are you looking at this?
Yeah. Oh shit.
I knew that. I went to high school with this chick. She was cool. I didn't know her very well. She was like one of the smartest chicks in the school, but she was Chinese and her name was Ji Ching. And I always felt so uncomfortable saying her name because I felt like it could actually be misconstrued as I was calling her a chink.
Ji Chink.
Ji Chink, yeah. But she was fucking cool. I remember her.
That's
tall,
amazing.
skinny chick, long hair. She was cute. She was a dork. God, she was a fucking dork. All right. It's probably time to go. How do I get the audio on this? Where the fuck's the audio button?
There should be a thing on like the top there by the play button.
Okay, thank you.
I hate this question. I've seen these on like TikTok and things, but I think like I'm a solid 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take a 7.
1 to 10.
I rate her like a 7.5.
And what would you rate yourself?
Like a low, like a 5 or 4.
Would you rate him 1 to 10?
This gentleman on screen, Kenny KO, I would rate as an 8.5.
Nuh-uh.
Same. And what would you rate yourself?
I'm gonna rate myself at a humble 9.
Is that a woman?
What would you rate yourself?
Oh, dude.
I've seen these on like TikTok and things, but I think like I'm a solid 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take a 7.
1 to 10.
I rate her like a.
The chicks in that
What would you
video are
rate
like
yourself
a solid
on-
9.
I would if anyone asked me that, I would just give everyone a 10.
Oh, you're one of those, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Everybody's hot, and everybody is a beautiful person. Nah, dude, you gotta rate that shit how it is.
I'm always. I just told you I'm a 10. I'm a 10. Sevi, what would you rate yourself right now? I'm a 10.
I'm like a 6.
For gay dudes, I'm a 2.
For gay dudes and old black women, I'm a 10.
Yeah, for old black women, I'm a fucking 20. But I'm a fucking 10. Listen, you've heard the term a scooter, to call a girl a scooter. Have you heard that term?
No, what?
It's you want to ride it, but you don't want your friends to see you on it. You haven't heard that term? You haven't heard that?
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm like the world's best scooter for women. Like if they were left on alone on an island with me, they'd be like, God, I'm glad it was you. I'm glad it wasn't, Dallin Pepper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, out in the open, they're like they want Dallin Pepper. But if you got to pick someone to get a secure vote, like quiet vote, like everyone just gets to vote, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me. As long as there's a fridge full of food, no real man shit has to be done. Yeah, I'm a 10. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm fun.
Might be able to build a fire.
I'm fun. I'm easy. I'm the male scooter. You don't want your friends to know, but
good company.
You want to. Yeah, I'm good company. You want to test it out. You want to sample it. You have suspicions that are correct.
I'm a male scooter. It's crazy, dude. Oh fuck, that's funny.
Oh, I have to justify my self-esteem at every turn.
I am cool, okay?
Stop.
Don't worry. Just hang out with me. It's fun. We'll drink boxed wine on the hill.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. What would Madre say? Whatever the police chief would say, it's gonna be fine.
I'm not trying to hurt you.
In case you're curious why Trump was elected, this is for anyone who's like, fuck, I don't understand why he was elected. I don't understand how he's elected. This is why he was elected. Right here. Okay. This is why the black folk and the hippies. This is why us black folk voted for Trump. Here you go.
Where's the riots? Where are the protests? Where's Black Lives Matter?
The most fucking adorable girl you've ever seen in your fucking life. This 7-year-old girl was killed by a fucking illegal alien who was released from fucking jail after ICE fucking told them to fucking hold this fucking piece of shit.
Wow.
You look up cutest girl in the world and picture this fucking girl.
Huh? Where's the NAACP? Where's the black outrage? I don't hear nobody. Why? Where's all this anger? Oh, I forgot. It doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the narrative. Why doesn't it fit the narrative? Because it ain't a white person. That's why it doesn't fit the narrative. This precious little angel. But you don't hear nobody. There's no outrage. There's no burning down buildings. But you'll do that for a crackhead like George Floyd? Give him statues, but where's her statues at? I don't hear nobody. Where's the riot?
And that's why you're a fucking pussy, Craig Ritchie. And that's why it's fucking a joke. And that's why I can laugh about fucking not knowing someone's name or what country they're from or what fucking is important for fucking CrossFit Games athletes. Because of that. And because of what this show does. And because we hold complete moral authority over you fucking morons. And I'm not, you can still do what you want to do. And you can still play that finger fuck. But that's why. All right, guys. Love you. Talk to you later. Caleb, thanks for joining me. Glad you're back with your family, buddy.
You too.
Pace yourself on the humping. Love you guys.